Welcome in, West Tigers fans, to another episode of the West Tigers Life podcast on West Tigers TV. Big show tonight, plenty to talk about despite a bye week. I hope everyone had a nice, relaxing weekend of no men's NRL or men's West Tigers NRL over the weekend. 2 points for the boys. Lots to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about a debutant incoming for both our NRL and our New South Wales Cup team. PVL. Some zany ideas. I don't know why the ideas always have to be zany, but lots of fan frustration, some questions from our Patreon legends. But join us for another episode of West Tigers Life tonight. Lots to talk about. I have my two big front rowers outside me in the scrum tonight. I'm going to go to my loose head prop, Gary Watson. How are you tonight?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, mate. Yourself?
Not too bad. Nice and relaxed. Rejuvenated. Hopefully the West Tigers team had enjoyed their week off too. Hoff, my tight head prop, how are you?
No, good. Yeah, enjoyed the weekend off. Didn't watch a lot of football. Just sort of, did other stuff though. Went and watched the mighty Winston Hills Tigers.
Oh, yeah?
Go within two games of the grand final. Yeah, but this is real.
No professional football.
No professional football.
No adult football.
So yeah, the mighty Winston Hills Tigers were 2 games away from our grand final.
And thank you, everyone, to our YouTube stream, seeing everyone coming in, all our regulars. And thank you to all our members as well. We've got a few members that have joined this week. So thank you to everyone. If you do want our episodes ad-free, we're going to do some bonus sort of stuff, as well as our Hoff helped me with the rants last week as well, or hosted the rants from Combank Stadium. That full uncut video, if you like swear words from Matty G, check that one out. Lots of colourful words.
Swear.
No, never.
Drops the odd F-bomb.
That's, and the rest. So big thank you to Big Dwight, Jason Bauer, Chase Sturgis, and Karen Cleary, who have joined up recently. Thank you to all our other members as well. If you want to become, and you can join our Discord as well. Shouts to all our legends who have dropped questions for us. So if you become a YouTube member, you also get Discord access as well. It's like a chat room. Imagine like a forum or something, but there's nothing but love and for West Tigers and good conversations about all sorts of things going on. So check it out if you're watching on YouTube. Just hit the join button. All right, first topic of tonight. What should we get into first? What are we feeling? Coaching staff. All right, so Gaz, I'll let you. You haven't potted this. This has been your biggest break from potting. You're usually a couple of weeks.
Withdrawal symptoms.
The Pod King.
Pod. Well, that was might have been someone else. Might have taken that mantle, but he's on a sabbatical. Actually, next week. Let's promote.
He's back.
Return of the King.
Return of the King at the 8th Wonder of the World. Will be coming live from Leichhardt Oval, thanks to the Inner West Council. So Mr. Bashara making his comeback at the Latcham Robinson stand, but. In terms of coaching staff,
is it true that we've got to send a car out for him and like a limo down the red carpet?
Yeah.
If I've got anything to do with it, he's only getting 5 minutes. That's it.
He's got a dressing room.
He's got to work his way back into this thing.
Through reserve grade?
Yep.
La Montage is 100%. His green room. fully catered. Champagne, M&Ms, orange only M&Ms. Doesn't want any white or black M&Ms in there. Coaching staff. So possibly the club looking at getting Benji some help and getting rid of some yes men, as was quoted in the paper, Gaz. Is this a good idea, and do you think it'll actually happen?
I think it will happen. I think it has to happen. You heard Benji speak about it about 2 weeks ago, that he was open to the idea. When we chatted to Sean almost 2 weeks ago as well now at Combank Stadium before the Parramatta game, he spoke about it as well. I think it's definitely going to happen. There's been talk around Ben Teo, but there's also been talk around him going to South. I would really like Ben Teo to come across. He was very well respected until all the fallout at the Broncos, and he ended up walking out at the Broncos. But I think he would be a really good addition. Had big raps around his defensive coaching at the Broncos last year. So I would be very pleased to see that one come true. Hopefully we can pinch him and stop South from getting him. I think that'd
former teammate of Benji as well.
Yeah.
So
and I'm usually very against former teammates, but Ben Teo is someone who actually comes with some very good wraps around what he's done at the Broncos. So I think it'll be a good move.
A Polynesian background as well, which will relate to a lot of our players as well. What are your thoughts on this one, Shane?
Look, unfortunately, I have to agree with Gaz.
You should agree with me all the time, but yes.
Yeah, look, something has to happen. But my question is, if Ben Teo isn't involved, then who is? Like, I agree they have to go, but provided there's decent replacements out there available, we don't. And I'm sure there are people, I don't know who, but I'd be throwing everything at Ben Teo. But with Ben Teo, I remember when he was at the Tigers, didn't he leave on bad terms or something? Wasn't there a drama or a blow up behind the goalpost one game like that?
Look, I can't remember, but my memory of it was with Chris Heinington. But
I just remember something with Ben Teo.
So don't quote me on that.
But that was long ago anyway. At the end of the day, it's time heals wounds if there was any.
Yeah,
but get him in. But he definitely needs help. And if Benji doesn't see it, then so hopefully management makes him see it.
And the only way I'm happy for Benji to continue next year, and I am someone who is willing to give Benji more time. And I was saying earlier in the Discord today that I'm happy to give Benji more time in the head coaching role. That's not really based on what he's done so far. A lot of that for me is based on the goodwill I have for him. It's based on what he provided our club back when he was playing. And that sounds like a little bit of a cop-out, I know. But he's given me enough to get a little bit of goodwill from me. And he gets that little bit of goodwill, but he needs to make these changes.
Agreed.
These changes have to be made to his coaching staff to improve what he's got around him. Otherwise, I can't support going into next year with the coaching setup that we have right now.
Kim said that Shane Flanagan.
Yeah, Tom
is on the
Tom in the comments is saying we should stay away from Flanagan. That's his comment.
Why though? I'd take him.
I've got no desire.
Get Stephen Dank too.
Get them all in. Why not? Let's cheat.
No, I've got no desire whatsoever for Shane Flanagan.
No. Why is that? Why?
A lot of it's to do with what happened at Cronulla.
Yeah, I get that.
Around it, yeah.
I'm not willing to put. You're really putting the care of young people into someone who oversaw what has been a systematic drug taking system at a club.
I get that too.
He either led that program or did not have the knowledge of that program occurring at the club he was running. And I'm not happy to have that around young people. That's what the issue I have with it.
Pretty sure he's learned his lesson though. And
you would have thought that until he then cheated while on suspension for.
Yeah, I know. He couldn't stay away. I get that. But I'm just sick of wallowing where we are. I don't give a shit who comes in if it betters our club team.
If it was anything other than drug cheating, I probably
I get
on that. But you still have a duty of care to young people. There's people in your club who are under 18. There's 16, 17-year-olds in your club who you are responsible for as a football club. And inviting someone with that record into your club, I think you're asking for trouble. That's my opinion. I know not everyone shares it.
Yeah.
And I'm quite happy for other people not to share it, but that's my opinion on Shane Flanagan and why I wouldn't have him at the club.
All right. Moving on to talking. So this weekend, how good are the girls going? The NRLW. I flew to Melbourne over the weekend for a family do, and the game was on literally as I was boarding the plane to come home, and we got the ball back a couple of minutes to go. I'm like, oh, come on, girls. I think we got a 6 again. I got the ball back. No, it was a strip. Sorry.
Racing McGregor.
Racing McGregor is unreal. She's changed this franchise completely. The one-on-one strip, and then got the ball, and we're on the planes moving out towards the tarmac to take off. I'm like, come on, girls. And literally as the Jets started to put the boost on to take off, Faith Monero crashes over, and I'm just like, yes, airplane mode, bang. I was hoping that I didn't switch because I think there was still like 4. I don't know what happened because because literally as soon as they scored, I turned it off. I didn't want to like switch my phone back on and go, oh, the Dragons like got a short kickoff and scored off it or something. But no, the girls got the win. Great win. And get out early on Sunday because the girls will be playing before the boys. Combank Stadium.
Yeah,
Can't wait.
1:30 on Sunday afternoon they're playing. Yeah, Racine McGregor, when we signed her last year, I was really doubtful around that signing. She hasn't been that great the last couple of years. Her fitness wasn't where it is right now. Her fitness wasn't where it was a couple of years ago, and she really struggled the last couple of years. She got really fit over the off season, and what she's provided to the West Tigers this year is simply outstanding. She's one of the form players in the entire competition. Is leading our girls really well, and is probably the best signing in the NRLW this year. I'm so impressed with what she's done for us and what she's providing for the West Tigers this year. I thought the girls didn't play a great game on the weekend. I thought they were actually fairly poor, but sometimes you just got to go out there, play poorly, and get away with a win.
Find a way to win.
And they found a way to win on the weekend, and they're now at a position where they've only lost 2 games, both to the 2 sides that everyone says
are impossible to
beat in the Broncos and the Roosters, and everyone else we're putting away. So impressed with how we're going this year. It looks like it's going to be a really good season, and I'm not going to make the mistake I made with the NRL side and say that we're destined to play semi-finals football, but it's looking really good for a really good season. So I can't recommend highly enough for everyone. If you want to see a West Tigers side that will get out there and will fight and will fight and will fight, and if they're still in the game in the last minute, they'll dive over and score a try to win it. Get out there early on Sunday and watch this NRLW side play. They deserve all the support they can get.
Of course, Rachel's in the chat there. Check out Hear Her Raw on Thursday. It'll be a good show this week. Another win to talk about, another big game to preview as well. Righto. Speaking of big games, PVL's come out with he's a thinker, old PVL Hoff. He's talking about a few different things for grand final week. A 3rd place playoff.
It's nearly as ridiculous as expansion. That's another thing. I challenge anyone to tell me who finished 3rd in the last 5 years.
That's because they haven't had a playoff.
No one gives a shit. No one cares. Really, it's one of his worst.
I know the Panthers lost the prelim last year. Think back to 2010 when we lost to the Dragons, we would have played against the Titans. I think the Roosters beat.
I don't know. Yeah,
semis. I remember when we were involved.
Bad idea.
Yeah, it is the dumbest.
Even in the World Cup, I didn't watch I've never watched the 3rd place World Cup fixture. In the Olympics,
no one even watches the playoff for the bronze medal.
No, I do in basketball. I watched the Boomers get the bronze medal. Okay. That was actually very good. The Boomers, Paddy Mills and Joe Ingles getting a.
But the idea of it is, he said it was to create an event on the Saturday night for who's going to watch it. I
saw a comment today. Actually, someone mentioned maybe you could do a 9s knockout comp or something, because then at the end of the season, usually the teams that are going shit usually are the teams that have players that are injured that need to do rehab and that sort of thing. So I think
you just have the grand final. There's enough on that weekend already. Nathan Highmarsh on Triple M, I think he worded it perfectly today when he said he never faked an injury in his life, but if he had to play in that game, he'd take a sledgehammer to his own ankles to get out of it.
Yeah,
that's the level of stupidity that this idea is. Who is going to want to play in that game? It's a total waste of time. Who's going to want to watch it, and who's going to want to broadcast it?
They've got the flag.
They've got the KOE. They've got the New South Wales versus Queensland.
Well, that's on the grand final day. But you could have flag. You could have maybe the flag grand final.
When's he saying it?
Harvey Norman.
When does he want to have it?
In the lead up to the grand final?
Oh, the lead up to the grand
week.
Final.
So
on the Saturday night or something he was talking about.
Yeah, Friday night.
Look, the only thing you could possibly do is if you wanted to shift the NRLW and have it as a standalone on the Saturday night, that could maybe be something that could draw a crowd and draw some TV ratings. But
played at the football stadium or something.
I actually think the way they've got the grand final day set up now.
Yeah, I like the
perfect.
three. I like the three games.
I don't know why you'd even think about changing it.
Mm.
What it is, it's an attempt to create content. So you got extra content to sell, but you're selling something no one wants. So it's just a stupid idea to try and sell content.
Yeah. Well, what about a NFL style week off in between for an All-Star game or something? No, okay.
All-Star.
Who's going to watch that?
All-Star.
I mean, the NRL Grand Finals rating its tits off the last few years. Anyway, how much? Really,
and the whole day actually rates reasonably well.
Yeah.
Like the state championship game rates pretty well. I know the NRLW Grand Final rates really well.
Yeah.
I don't know why you'd be looking to change any of it. I think it's set up perfectly as it is.
What were some of the other ideas that he had?
We should just think and go back to a fucking 3 p.m. kickoff.
Yeah, a lot of people
anything for an afternoon game.
I know, it is better. Yeah. It is better, but I've said this before. These events, and the same with Origin. I wish Origin was at a time that my son can watch it as well, which it was a 7 p.m. kickoff. But at the end of the day, it's not about when it comes to these events that are showcase pieces of footy or sport. It's not about us. It's about the people that are not fans that are flicking through.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to have, like my in-laws are a perfect example. Could give them two shits about the footy, but you know that Sunday 8:00 they'll be sitting in the front of the TV. Whereas 3:00 on that Sunday they're probably out and about doing whatever. But they'll be flicking channels at 8:00 at night, and they all might stumble on the footy. And it's that millions of people.
I'll just interrupt you for a sec, Josh. What was that, Gary?
Shane has dinner at 5 and is in bed at 6. So
that's bullshit.
Watching Tipping Point.
That's a word, show.
I love Tipping Point. I watched it. She got the 20 grand.
I'll tell you what, if I go on a game show, I'm never going on that. Every time I look, no one wins. Zero.
They won it today.
0.
20 grand.
So what game show would you go on, Shane?
New Price is Right.
Price is Right will be the best.
Price is Right.
That was.
I want to play the Mountaineer one.
Yeah, I still like the Mountaineer one. I like the putt golf.
Too much pressure. No way. I'd shit myself.
Yeah, I'm not surprised you can't handle pressure, Shane.
No way.
How much is the Sea-Doo worth?
Yeah, exactly.
Wheel
of Fortune.
If you didn't grow up in the 90s,
Wheel of
you
Fortune.
missed out.
I'd go on Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah,
I'd love
Baby
that.
John John Burgess.
Yeah.
R.I.P. What was the name?
Adriana
Xenides.
Yep.
The 90s. The 90s were the best. The 90s were the best. If you're too young to remember the 90s, we had aggro in the morning. We had Burjo and the footy show at night.
Come On Kids.
Good music.
Remember Come On Kids? What?
No, I went to a public school.
Off the dish.
Is that actually a show?
It was a show. Come On with Winky Dink.
Jesus Christ.
Joanne hosted it and Winky Dink. Come on, someone out there in the live chat would remember Come On Kids.
I hope they're not watching this show. Shout out to everyone at Goulburn Jail. Righto. Speaking of people switching off, fan frustration. So a lot of protests around people saying they're cancelling memberships and that sort of thing. People, especially last week, and I think the buy did our fan base quite good over the weekend, but a lot of people in our DM saying they're giving up on becoming a member. Steve, I think, poured petrol on that fire last week. Which was very surprising. Steve is an elite member, said that he was contemplating just, I don't think he said cancelling his membership, but coming down a few pegs at his level.
Yeah.
Gaz, he mentioned I'm in the same boat too. I'll be a West Tigers member till the day I die, and I'll sign my family up because they don't have a choice either, and I'll put them through the pain as well. What are your thoughts? Maybe a bit of a rebuttal to what Steve said.
Yeah, look, it's not really a rebuttal to what Steve said, because I completely get it. And I was talking to Shane about it on the way in. We were talking on the phone, and I completely get anyone who wants to terminate their membership, because my confidence in next year is probably the lowest it's ever been. So I can't sit here and say Like my realistic expectation for next year is that looking at the squad we're going with next year and looking at as things stand right now, I think we run bottom 2 with what we're looking at the moment. And I hate to say that. I've never ever sat at this point of a year and said that before. So I can't say that and then have a go at people who then turn around and say, I don't want to be a member next year. I completely get that. Or I want to downgrade my membership, as Steve has said.
Yeah.
That's not me. And that's not to have a go at anyone else. A lot of that for me is I've had the same seats at Leichhardt Oval, and I know we're not at Leichhardt Oval next year, but I've had the same seats at Leichhardt Oval for 26 years. And part of being able to keep that seats in a similar spot when it reopens is keeping that membership for next season. And I wouldn't be just giving up seats for a year. I'd be giving up 26 years of seats and kind of what I've built with that. So that would be a very difficult choice for me. And that's not something that I'd be doing. So I'll continue to be a member next year and continue to go to every single home game, because once I've paid, I feel obligated to go to every single game, which is why I understand why people would feel like they don't want to have that obligation anymore. That's why I felt when Steve said last week that he wants to be able to go away for a holiday next year and not have to make football his primary focus or plan his year around going when the football games are on. That's why I understand that. And I can't criticize anyone who feels like that. I completely get anyone who feels like that. I get anyone who feels disillusioned with this club at the moment, because I feel that way myself. Anyone who feels like heartbroken by this club at the moment. I know there's a lot of Rob Bashara, who the reason he's not here as much as he is because of how he feels about the club at the moment and the helplessness he feels towards the club at the moment. And it's really hard, and that comes out for people in all sorts of different ways, and they show that in all sorts of different ways. And people have every right to show that and express that in any way they want. And if anyone is getting annoyed at how people are displaying that, those people can go jump.
Yeah, 100%.
I know there were people who kind of had a bit of a crack at Steve last week for what he expressed. You know what? If you're one of those people, I'm going to be brutally honest, and I don't speak like this very often, you can go get stuffed. You've got no right to question how another person feels about supporting this team. It's been 15 years of this garbage this club's dished up, and people have a right to express that in any way they want. And if you want to, especially someone like Steve, who gives up countless hours supporting and working for the club for no money, for no return, you want to criticize how he supports for the club, you can go jump. Like, to be honest, like he's got every right to feel the way he feels about the club at the moment, as anyone does. So this club lets its fans down time and time again. And this year is just another repeat of that. I've got no positivity at this stage going into next season. I've got no expectation we're going to have a great season. And I can't blame anyone else for feeling the same way at this point in time.
Yeah, the Leichhardt factor is going to be a big one as well next year. But just on that, I did put out the clip of Steve, and then we did get comments of people going, "Oh, you're not a real fan." It's like, mate, if you think Steve's not a real fan,
you won't get
and you're being very humble because you and Steve are in the same page, same membership, and same loyalty, and do a lot of obviously the ambush and that sort of thing. There are literally, and us as well, everyone that works on our show, you won't get them all. And obviously the people commenting on Facebook obviously don't know who Steve is, don't it? Like,
but that's why you don't judge people.
Yeah, we have 11,000 people following us on Facebook, and it's going to pop into feeds of people that have no idea who the fuck we are and how much we put our heart and soul into being a West Tigers fans and driving up the M7 to watch every single Campbelltown, every single combat away games. You went to watch the girls on the weekend. Like, we all, and we're not saying that we're any better than non-podcast.
No one's better than anyone. Fans, but you support the team how you want to support it. And,
exactly.
And if you feel disillusioned at the moment, you have every right to feel disillusioned. The club is is a shambles quite often, more often than not. And the club lets supporters down more often than not. If someone chooses they no longer want to put their money towards that, then that's their choice. And anyone who says someone's not a supporter because of that, they've had 15 years of this garbage, and sometimes enough is enough.
What's the rule to being a supporter? What is it? How many games you go to? What sort of level of membership? At the end of the day, every fan comes in all different shapes and sizes and beliefs. There are fans at home now that live and breathe the West Tigers that never go to a game.
Correct.
Everyone's entitled to support the Tigers the way they want, and it's the fans' money. And if they don't think they're getting value for money, they're entitled to get rid of their membership, downsize their membership, do whatever they want.
And it's pretty easy to argue that they're not getting value for money, Shane.
Exactly. Last week was a perfect example against Parramatta. Everyone walked out of there dejected. So, as I said, other fans need to lay off fans. Everyone's got an opinion. You can have your opinion, but at the end of the day, don't go talking down a fan because they decide to do something you don't agree with.
Yeah, I get sick of this. You're not
a real fan.
Yeah, I get sick of this. You're not a true supporter rubbish.
Yep.
There's a million ways you can show that you're a supporter of the club, and not all of them means you have to be a fan.
I became a member for the first time this year. Does that mean I've only just started to support the West Tigers?
Yes.
Doreen mentioned the members pack this year. I opt out of that now because there were so many freaking scarves, and I gave Leo liked that. I thought the hat was pretty rubbish this year. The 26.
I didn't even get the hat.
Leo, my son wears the hat.
I got nothing.
Well, you got to opt in. You get credit. There's a credit to the store. The store's pretty good. You get a bit of a credit to the store.
You have to claim it and in order to build your own membership.
So
Shane doesn't know how to use a computer.
I don't miss the hat.
The hat, the hat was pretty rubbish.
I don't miss the hat.
I still think 2019, 2020 was our best hat, the trucker hat. I love that. That was the best one. But yeah, in terms of the membership pack, I don't know. What are your thoughts, Gaz? Because we got the premium membership, so we get a pack thrown in. But yeah, I mean, do you think people care? Like, what do you think makes people sign up to become a member?
Look, for me, I can only speak about what it's tickets. It's access to
bulk buying tickets.
Yeah, and it's access to the same seats every year.
Yeah.
That's what it is for me. I my daughter likes getting the trinkets and stuff. I don't mind getting a hat. I like having a hat each year, but outside of that, none of the other stuff really is that important to me. I don't mind being able
20% off merch.
Yeah. The 20% off merch for our level membership is pretty good. And I don't mind being able to go to the store and select a couple of items that I then give to my daughter for Christmas. So I don't mind that. But
should I get in now for next year's tracksuit, seeing they only bring in 5 a year?
I don't think they make it in your size.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, some more Canada. The Canada.
You must have wooden mirrors in your house, Gaz.
Can we get more stock? More stock of the Canterbury gear, please. It just shows it's crazy, isn't it? That a Raw store can't keep up with the demand of merch, and we're such a loyal fan base.
The club actually made active decisions not to restock certain things this year.
Yeah.
Which that's what Shane's annoyed about is the tracksuit.
I was pissed off.
I wanted.
I was filthy.
I reckon they'd sell another couple of thousand of it. Yeah, that was so good.
I got the tracksuit pants, which I actually have on now. I had to search far
they look well
to get hold of them.
You put some kilometers on them.
I wear them.
Yeah.
I've always worn Canterbury tracksuit pants a lot. So once we went across to them and they released the tracksuit pants.
I think friend of the show, Brocker, was the last one to get a tracksuit in all the show. Yeah, I saw him.
I should have bought 7 of these tracksuits.
He's probably not wearing it in Europe at the moment.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do next year. I'm going to buy about 12 of them and scalp them.
You would too.
Hoff's little store on the side. eBay.
Side
dirty scalper.
Side hustle.
All right. Good, bad, ugly. Let's go good, bad, ugly because there are no fan rants this week because there was no game to rant about.
Yep. My good was Ricky Stewart's spray about his players. I think it was refreshing.
Well, one player.
Yep. Well, he deserved it.
Dropped him too.
Yep, 100%, and good on him. It was a brain fart, a brain explosion, whatever you want to call it. And I'm glad Ricky called it out.
He's on the trade block. Would you go after him?
I would. I'd sign him 100%.
Who are you talking about? What player?
Corey Horsburgh.
Yeah, he's speaking of the Bears, isn't he? I'd love Corey Horsburgh.
Yeah, well, he's been dropped, so
he'd be
Paul's not well.
He'd be great.
All wasn't well with him, I think, prior to the weekend.
Yeah, he was already told he wasn't going to be there next year.
So I think they've clashed.
Didn't they just re-sign him?
That was
because we were trying to get him, weren't we?
Last year.
Yeah.
Was that last year? Good.
He's a hothead, but I'd sign him.
Yeah, you can have too many redheads.
Fair call.
Hit the quota already.
Yep.
How many can we have?
If you go more than one, that's why we've only got one on West Tigers.
So the No Homers Club. Gaz, good.
Yeah, has to be the NRLW side. Getting another win on the weekend, absolutely outstanding. Great turnaround. If they win another game, they've actually won more games than this season than Kamali won in the entire time he was at the club.
Yeah, right.
Just one more.
Will they catch the boys?
Possibly.
The boys are on what, 7?
Yeah, and the girls are on 4.
So they could win more. Man, they could win more games.
in an 11 game season.
Well. All right, bad. Can you find any bad from a bye weekend?
Oh. Yeah, forward passes. Like, is this seriously what we've got now with these referees? Did you see that Penrith forward pass? It wasn't even a forward pass. He was facing the opposite way.
Oh, yes, I did see that. Oh, yes.
2.5 meters forward, at least.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, the 3 officials were all blocked out, were they? Oh, come on.
Yeah, I did say that, actually, yeah.
Not only was it was offside, it wasn't even a forward pass, it was offside. It was an offside pass. Well, that's just ridiculous. I cannot believe.
I'm glad they didn't win in the end. Yeah.
That was let through. And we see it. We see at least 1 or 2 a week forward pass. We've mentioned this before, Josh and Gaz. If we're in the
what am I, an afterthought?
I spoke last. I guess he was replying to mine.
Yeah, like if we see something in the stands, how can the ref not see it, or the touch judges? And we see it every week.
Sorry,
beggars belief. It absolutely beggars belief.
Big Dwight is a member on our YouTube. He's just asking about the Discord. Send me an email, podcast@westlife.com, and I'll send you a link. Big Dwight for becoming a member.
Thank you for signing NRL and referees.
So my bad is there is something wrong with me.
No shit.
I know, but this is even worse, Shane.
I don't reckon.
I've hated this season, and it was a bye week, and I still miss the West Tigers playing, even though it's been shit. The last 3 months.
I guess the end of the season, and then the draw comes out in November, and you're like, oh man,
I still miss.
I can only watch my Sydney Thunder lose so many times.
I didn't.
Still missed us playing. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. There's something wrong with me.
The only thing that, like, I hate cold weather, and just the end of the footy season means the warm weather comes back.
Still hated us not playing on the weekend.
There's no Ashes this year in the cricket. There's not much. NFL's coming.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Big Bash.
Big Bash sucks.
Big Bash.
I like the Big Bash.
Of course you do.
Sydney Thunder are only playing 2 games in Sydney this year.
Oh,
keep playing bloody Canberra. But anyway, tangent number 3.
Yep. Many more to go.
Ugly. Any ugly?
Gary's head. That's about it. I got no ugly.
I knew that was coming.
That's not very nice. I'm always so nice to you, Shane.
I'm not a nice guy, Gary.
I know you're not. I don't have any.
Could you find an ugly?
Yeah, I tried to think of something.
4 passes.
Yeah, well, I'll put that as bad. That was bad. What's your ugly? You got an ugly?
Ugly for this week. Melbourne's weather. Holy shit! I don't know people live in Melbourne. Freezing cold. Anyway, but happy this week. 2 points. Anything, Gaz? Nothing ugly this week?
Nothing ugly.
No.
King, have you got an ugly?
Give us an ugly, Jay.
Give us an ugly,
Come on.
Jay.
He's got something. Look at him. You can see it. It's written all over his face.
Let us know in the
Not-
chat too.
Not that his face is ugly. That,
No,
that
he's-
wasn't what I was saying.
Yeah. I was going to say I've got a big, ugly YouTube comment to bring up on the screen that will cover half of your faces here from Ryan on the sideline.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, right.
Now, probably a good time. I'll save it for later, do you reckon?
Save it for the back end. We'll do some questioning. There was a bit of an essay. We've got Ryan. You can belt out an essay. He's always pumping out the content, Ryan.
I will back Steph, though, looking at us being nervous of getting the spoon.
Yeah. Although win, lot, or draw, this is a win, lot, or draw today. They did the numbers. That if the Tigers lose to the Dragons this week, then Broncos can mathematically get the spoon as well. So we could sacrifice ourselves to get Brisbane to Dragons to jump Brisbane.
Yeah, not
and get
to
them the
steal
spoon.
all their work, but 70-point margin if I think Dragons need to win every game and we need to lose every game.
Yeah.
So one result to put it out of doubt, hopefully.
And what teams are they playing?
They've got a few good ones. They've definitely got few good ones.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, Saints got a couple of hard games, but we're not going to win another one. So, maybe
So
this-
positive at the start of the year.
Oh,
You
I
said we beat the
remember
Broncos.
Six. I said
Yeah.
we'd finish sixth.
Yeah.
And I was flying after round 7.
Yeah. But
Not anymore.
Eddie was
It's all
right in the
your
end.
fault.
We hit that
No, it's
ball.
Eddie's fault.
Everything's Eddie's
It's Eddie's
fault.
fault.
Everything's Eddie's
Oh.
fault.
All right, let's get on to this game. Which game this week? So we are taking on the St George Illawarra Dragons Sunday afternoon, 4:00 at Combank Stadium. So Solomona Sakuru is named to debut in his centres, and we thought he was going to the Eels, but
It still hasn't been
He is.
confirmed.
yeah. So there's no.
Oh.
You're telling me there's a chance that we might be holding on to him. So Macassini, by looks of it, he wasn't naming Cup, was he?
He was named in
He
Cup.
was naming
Yeah.
Cup. Oh, I thought we just give him a rest. I feel like he just needs a rest. But as it may, we will talk Cup in a minute. Buller's still playing at fullback. I thought Buller needs a rest as well, but Buller's still there. Junior Tupou's back for his third game in a row back at the club. Turuva on the wing. Les Turuva's on the wing now.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Patrick Herbert is joining Sakuru in the centres. Luai and Dewey is still in the halves. May and Pole front row. Appy, of course, at hooker. Samuela has Tony Suka joining him in the back row. Alex Twal is at lock. The benches, Heath Mason, Sione Fainu, Seyfarth, Bunty Afoa, Tristan Hope, and Tino Tavana. And then just outside is Ethan Roberts, Javon Andrews, and Charlie Murray. Anyone want to
I will.
comment? Yeah, go for it, Hoff.
Yep. I think after everything I've just said and all the negativity, I actually like the side. I really, really like it. I think it's the best side he could have put in. I'm glad Macca's had a bit of a break. I'm hearing rumours that Dream may not play, and that's why Heath Mason is at 14.
Oh, yeah.
If that's the case, I welcome that as well. You know, if Dream is injured and carrying injuries, then you know what? Bring in Heath Mason. I know he's got a lot of haters, but here's my prediction. I'm picking Heath Mason to have a great game. There, I said.
I mean, Dream Buller's, he's just a shadow of himself last few games.
Yeah,
I know you
give
said
him a
Duck.
rest, or
Like-
if he's injured.
Would a 50% Buller really? I know Heath Mason.
I'd take a 5% Buller
I don't
over
know.
Mason.
Buller-
I'm not a Mason fan.
I don't know. Buller was
He's
pretty.
doing all right. I know Cup's a massive gap,
Yeah.
guys,
It's
but
huge.
he's killing it in Cup, Heath Mason.
Yeah, but he's killed it in Cup before. He scored 4 tries in Cup.
And it's
Yeah,
only
I
the
get that. I
Dragons.
get that. I know that.
It's a
Buller needs to go get surgery. I think
100%
he's a
he
shell
needs
of
to go get
himself.
surgery. I would be
For
a
the
lot.
greater good, I think.
Yeah.
Look, 100%. I think he does need to have that surgery. I'm not a Mason fan at all. I'd be much happier if we had a better replacement than Mason coming in. There's some things I like about the side. I'm pleased to see Sakura get a crack.
I hope you're right about him not going to para.
He's having a good season in Cup.
Yep.
Is he still the leading try scorer, Shane, in Cup?
He is, but he didn't have a great game on the weekend against North.
Yeah. And defensively, he's struggled at times this year when I've actually watched him play. So I've got a few concerns about him defensively. but we get an opportunity to see how he goes first grade this weekend. Again, it's a massive step up from what he's played before.
Yep.
So we'll see how he goes this weekend, but I'm pleased to see him get a bit of a crack. I never thought we'd see a centre partnering of Sakura and Herbert in our NRL squad this year, so we'll see how that goes. Tony Suka, I like seeing him back in the second row. I think that's an upgrade over playing Sione there. So really nice to see Sione move back to the bench, hopefully to play as a middle. I don't want to see him come on and play in the edge, so I like that about the side. Really don't like seeing Hope's name anywhere near first grade. So
yeah, I get that.
Really concerned about Hope being on that bench. Don't like Mason being on that bench. Don't like the potential of him playing fullback, but understand that if Buller's out, there's probably not a lot of other options. I would like to see Ethan Roberts actually in the 19. I think he's done enough to deserve to have another shot at some point towards this season. He's still got a lot of work to do defensively. His last game, he was quite strong running the ball and hit some nice holes. Scored a try in his last game. I might have made that up. But defensively was quite poor at times in that game. So I would like to see him get another crack before the end of the season. I'd also like to see Andrews get another crack at some point this season after what was a pretty difficult debut against Canberra.
Yep.
And I thought this weekend might not be a bad weekend to actually give him a crack instead of leaving him in reserve grade this weekend, because he's actually been named at half in reserve grade.
But then he comes into the side, who does he replace?
Yeah, well, I'd play someone at lock. Someone who probably wouldn't want to play at lock.
I'm just looking at this side. How are we so shit? Like,
what do you mean?
Our forward pack.
Yes, but
great.
Yes, but we haven't been able to score points.
Yeah, I know.
And
I just don't understand how we've fallen off such a cliff.
But have a look at the edges we've been fielding over the last 2 months. That's where a lot of the problems are. Even now, our edges are still really weak. You have a look at the two centres we've named, Patrick Herbert, who hasn't had a great season, hits fairly well in defence, but I don't think he's a real danger in attack, and Sakura's making his debut.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going. I'm going to go on Sunday. I reckon we can win this.
Also, another detail I forgot to put in the rundown, but Jay, I'm just adding it to the images. The Indigenous jersey that we're wearing, I just added it there if you want to bring it up. What do you guys think of the Indigenous jersey this year? Anyone put an opinion before I give mine?
I don't know.
You guys don't give a shit about this stuff?
I don't care. It doesn't. Yeah, look, it looks like a hot mess.
So obviously, jersey expert Retro Rugby League tagged us in a. He actually vindicated we had a bit of a discussion in the Discord, and I got shut down because I think it looks horrible. I mean, as an artwork, and literally the brand I was going to do tonight, Retro Rugby League, basically said a word for word on his Instagram. As an artwork, an Aboriginal artwork, it looks fantastic. But as a West Tigers jersey, it doesn't grab me. And Jay, if you click, I did literally a 5-second chat GPT and just said, change the browns to orange. So flick to the other one there. Obviously, if you're listening, this is not good radio. Go to the YouTube. Does that not look better? A nice bright. I know we take the piss out of that looks watching the Indigenous jerseys. Who had the bright blue one? Was it the Cowboys? Had the Great Barrier Reef?
So, yeah.
It's obviously and I heard the whole thing is it's meant to be there's brown. Apparently our regions are brown or whatever. I didn't read the story behind it exactly, but seeing the bright blues and the Sharks one looked awesome with their kind of blue. The ones that really stood out were the ones, even the Bulldogs had a nice dark blue, using their club colours made it look like it was an Indigenous tribute, but also
It's
the
still a
club's
West Tigers
colours.
jersey.
The brown, I don't care really what the story is around the earth or whatever, of our area.
The brown looks way too big.
And then the girls wore it last weekend, so we got to see it, and I thought maybe seeing it in the flesh should look better, but no, it needs to it's a beautiful artwork and well done to the person that did it. But yeah, it I don't know, brown on a jersey. Like, what? Jay, help me out here, Jay, because these boys don't give a shit.
I'm colorblind.
You're both colorblind, aren't you?
Hold on. He's the one that's colorblind.
Oh, you're
Oh, don't diss my disability.
It's not the only disability you got. I can guarantee you that.
How's this for a thought? Is it just more so because we do have a number of orange and white jerseys already, like the multicultural jersey we wore twice?
No, I think it's just what they
give us a color range, wear different things.
What, brown?
I honestly, I would have preferred white, like a white, like flip the orange and the white and make it predominantly white with orange details. It's just white's better than brown. Like, it's like a goldy sort of like. I don't want a jersey that's like dirt colored.
I think we got tempted just by the fact that our jersey probably looks more like Indigenous art than a lot of other teams' Indigenous jerseys who are leaning more into the colors. Like, our colors are sort of tangential more to traditional earthy browns.
Yeah.
I still wish we had the 2 rounds a year where we wear a Balmain and then a West
The
jersey.
retro. Apparently
those.
we are bringing that back, apparently. So I've been told. Tom in the comments said, "What about color? Panthers' best-selling jersey was pink." Yeah, Pink Panthers makes. I mean, pink, I miss the pink. I reckon the pink jerseys were great. The women in the league round with. I love a pink version of the jersey. Well, you don't. That's not about you.
Penrith are brown and white.
Yeah, the Chalky Soldiers.
That's what they should be.
Yeah.
Now they're black, red, green, and.
I like the red. I like their red, yellow, green.
You know who
Panthers
introduced?
have had every color under the rainbow as their jerseys.
They had teal.
They had the Carolina Panther teal as well, but I don't know. It's not. I like it. It doesn't even have to be the orange mock-up that I've made here. I've flipped the orange. If it's predominantly black, predominantly white, but with orange and black
See what
through the
Law
white.
did?
What they do?
For the first 20 people that bought this jersey,
Mm.
you were getting a signed jersey with it.
By who?
Team 2026.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the first 20.
Yeah, right.
How good is that?
idea.
How good was that?
That's a really good idea.
Still not. bad.
Hopefully they don't get RSI before the game. Too many signatures. But yeah, I don't know. Some people don't give a shit about that. I'm a nerd when it comes to that stuff, and I've got Indigenous jerseys in the past. But
Yeah, I don't buy one-off jerseys.
really, so I prefer to buy one-off ones because they're kind of unique.
It's a tricky one because, the Cowboys Leichhardt game, the Strathfield Toa game,
Mm.
that made that jersey where we wore the Indigenous jersey much more,
Yeah.
a fan item just because of the game more so than the design.
Well, my Anzac jersey, I love my Anzac jersey because we beat the Bulldogs in it. The Kevin Nagama flick pass to Tedesco. I like that one. For that reason, you're right. Yeah, if we come out and win by 50, I'll like the jersey on Sunday.
What about that Luke Brooks first game in the Magpie jersey? Absolutely. I still reckon that's Luke Brooks' best game for us.
Maybe.
He absolutely tore him.
Luke Brooks had plenty of good games for us. People don't remember, but yeah.
SCG, that was that, wasn't it?
Yep. I was there against the Dragons. Yeah.
Yeah. Big
2013.
win. Great win.
He came off the bench. He played in the centers.
The
Didn't
next
he?
Andrew Johns, Luke Brooks.
he was.
Meant to be.
Well, he's injured at the moment. That's what Joey was late in his career. Tangent number 5 for the night. I guess it's football related.
Yeah, exactly. That's not a tangent.
All right. Anything else? So you're heading out on Sunday.
I'm coming.
All right.
I'm coming.
Taking the camera.
We'll do interviews.
We'll do interviews.
Yep.
Win, learn, or draw after the game to use another team's tagline, another podcast tagline. Come see us outside the where do we stand? Near the van, the Tigers van.
Yeah.
So we had thank you everyone that did it last week.
Yeah, it was tough
And
doing it. Like, people weren't that happy, but
yeah,
again, everyone did their best. And I didn't get his name. I forget his name. The first guy interview was really, really nice. He was just, it's all right, mate.
yeah, he
We'll
was
get
very
by.
positive.
We'll get there.
Our friends from Philly, the little kids,
Yeah.
all the way from
kids,
Philadelphia to watch us lose. It was good fun. So
Come out and see
Gate
us.
B,
Say hello.
Doreen. Is it Gate B? I think it's Gate B. That's
Yeah, it is
right.
Gate B. 100%.
The Leagues Club side corner near the lights. You can't miss Hoff. You won't. Are you going to wear your onesie? You
No,
won't?
no.
Okay.
That's special occasions.
Okay.
That's next Tuesday, which we've got to talk about.
Oh, have I not promoted? So
You mentioned it earlier.
I did mention it. I have mentioned it
Yeah.
earlier, but bring up the graphic, Jay. I haven't brought it up. I briefly mentioned it, but yeah, Jay, bring up the final Raw. So I don't know if there are any left, but the code, so it's sold out. The concert, the one last Raw with the Angels, the Super Jesus, Wayne Pearce's band, all playing at Leichhardt Oval on September 19. It is
Plus
sold out.
two other Aussie
I don't know
bands
if
as
the
well.
Westlife code will get you because we were allocated 100. So if you use that code, you might be able to sneak in a ticket. I haven't actually tried it yet, but we will be coming live from to celebrate this event, live from Leichhardt Oval, Latcham Robinson Stand next week. Big Roberto's coming back for that one out of the woodwork for his last final Raw for the year, which will be good. Be good to see him back on the show as well. And we'll give our shout out to Jason at iChoice as well. So if you're looking for a home loan, check out iChoice here at the iChoice Studios in Strathfield, or you can give Jason a call or his team a call, 9743 or 02, because you can call from interstate. Don't forget the 02 if you're calling from interstate. 9743 0000 for one of the top 8 best home brokers. You can tell I know nothing about this stuff. Give Jason a call if you need a home loan, car loan. Interest rates on hold today. I do know that.
Yes.
So thank you, not Macquarie Bank,
Reserve Bank.
That lady that comes on the news and announces it. So give Jason a call. Lock in your home loan. And the Summer Hill Hotel. Thank you, Jay. 02 9798 3264. Great place to watch the footy if you can't get out the Parramatta this weekend. You might see Mayor Darcy. Like we always catch up with the Mayor, Inner West Council as well. So lots of friends of the show. Righto, moving on to talk about the Dragons side of things. Anyone in that Dragons team give you a scare? A few ex-Tiger?
Well, they're just
Tigers
playing
in there?
better across the park to what they were, and it's a definite danger game for us.
Yeah, their level of football's gone up the last month.
They're going to come into this weekend, with their tails up. They've got a good side. You asked the same question about them earlier this year. How were they so shit? They got game winners right across the park.
And they were getting flogged too. There's been a lot of games that they've just lost as well. So, whereas I don't think they've had a 70 put on them like we have they?
No.
They haven't really been completely flogged. They're trying
Jay's
hard.
going to correct
How
us.
was the Anzac round game? The Roosters versus Dragons ones. Did they get to 70 or did it stop at 60?
Oh, I can't remember April. I can't remember 2 weeks ago, let alone April 25.
It was up there, but Roosters are putting that much on every point, hey?
Oh, fuck, we're going to play them next week.
Does Taruva on the wing versus Terrell Sloan worry anyone?
I mean, Sloan can have a brain fart, but he's also very athletic.
He's quick,
Yeah. I'm always worried about
speed. Worries me with that.
Yeah.
But he's got hands like feet, Terrell Sloan, all of the time as well. So
so
I don't know if they'll be kicking to him, but
Valentine Holmes we always get the Origin Holmes playing against us as well. He'll probably kick
like Gutherson, good fullback. Yeah, as I said, it's you can't take
Jacob Little's playing well as well.
Damien Cook,
friend of West Tigers. Gaz, any opinion on the Dragons team?
Yeah, a couple of former Tigers players always worries me. Liddell. That you know what? Eddie used to call him Liddell all the time.
Yeah,
and it's drawn me into a really bad habit. Jacob Liddell will be up for a big game, I think, on the weekend. I think he could be dangerous coming on late in that first half. I'm really concerned about this game. I don't expect us to win another game this season, but if we're going to win one, it has to be this weekend.
Are you calling it that we're not going to win on Sunday?
I don't expect to win on Sunday. The football they displayed on was it Sunday they played? Yes, on Sunday, is far superior to what we've shown over the last 2 months. We don't get close to, if they play the football they played on the weekend, we don't get close to them.
I bet you 50 cents we win.
50
I bet you $50 that we. No, I'm not going to bet against us. I can't do that.
Weak.
It's
Stand
not
by
even-
your convictions.
It's actually even money, I think, at the moment. $1.91.
We were
Is it?
favourites.
Yeah, we were
Hage.
favourite. I heard that as well.
We were
Yeah.
favourites until they played Cronulla on the weekend and beat Cronulla. I don't see us winning this weekend, sadly.
Yeah.
Surely it's something's got to happen.
I had a week off.
gonna
I've
happen?
had a
I don't
rest.
know, but surely something.
My concern is the improved
Something.
form from us last round was at Appy's 250th. What do we have to play for this weekend?
Well,
Pride.
that's the thing. And if we come out and absolutely blow them off the park, we're walking home going, well, where the was that?
You know, I'll be happy.
You know, like,
I'll be happy if we come out and blow them off the park on the weekend.
but then won't you be asking that
Oh.
question? Well, what's happened?
Okay, yeah, I'm asking that question anyway.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's a no-win situation for us
Like,
sometimes.
no matter what happens on this weekend, I'm asking what happened to the side we had back in March.
Yeah.
So come out, put a performance on, win us a game, give me something. But I don't see our form remarkably turning around, and I think they've got less to play for this weekend compared to what they had 2 weeks ago.
You know what? Even if we lose, but we play 10 times better, I'll take that. At the moment,
No, I want to win.
so do I. But I'm just saying.
I'm taking my son again, and he's on the brink of giving up on the Tigers. I can't. I need him to witness a win this week, please. Something.
But I'm with you, Gaz. I'm asking the same question. What's going to change? Like, I don't know.
What, they rested for a weekend? Is that what we have?
I still go back to, I just don't think, I'm hoping the extra week has healed more wounds behind closed doors with AD, because I think that's what the issue's been the past 3 weeks or 3 games.
So what do you think the wounds are?
That players have still got
Upper
the
body,
shits.
usually.
Players have still got the shits
About
with what's
what?
going on. They might have the shits with Benji. Benji might have the shits with them. They might have the shits with AD. They might have the shits with Luai. Luai might have the shits with AD.
So how is any of that resolved in the last 2 weeks?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It may not have, and we'll know on Sunday afternoon.
I
whether
don't
it has.
see how any
I-
of that's resolved.
'Cause if we come out
I don't
and
think-
get belted, then it hasn't been resolved.
I don't
that's
see
what I'm
how any of
thinking.
it would be resolved.
I'm not. Everyone's saying confidence. That might be a little bit, but I don't think it's a major part.
It's my opinion, but there's major dramas amongst the playing group.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Especially like you have a player that didn't show up to.
Yep.
You have a player that's leaving.
Yep.
Sean said himself when we spoke to him at Combank that the season fell apart when we had a leader who was leading in one direction, but his body was going in a different direction. That's when the season started to fall apart. That's words from the CEO. I think we then had a major drama with a player who may have been right about standards falling at the club, but then decided to not play a game. And then while deciding not to play a game, allowed people around him to leak stuff about other players at the club. That's got to do all sorts of damage to relationships with other players in the club. I don't see how that gets solved in 2 weeks. I don't see how that gets repaired. I don't see how those relationships get repaired in 2 weeks. So I'm really concerned about how this season finishes up. I'm really concerned about how a coach gets the players all back on the same page heading into a game this weekend.
Does anyone know what they did during the break? Did they get together or did they?
I didn't see anything
Just
on
went-
socials.
The
Luai,
only thing I saw was that AD and Seyfarth went to lunch.
2 players went
What
to
they
the
ate?
casino, I think.
I don't know.
the casino.
Yeah, 2
Oh,
players.
yeah,
went-
Appy,
went-
was it Appy?
Yeah, someone. Yeah, on the
Oh, yeah.
Discord, someone said they saw Appy and
Appy does a bit of
and
appearances.
someone
at the
else.
Star, yeah.
Yeah.
But when you have a bye week, the players get a certain amount of time off.
Yeah.
So they by
I think their bodies and their brains
Yeah,
needed it.
and part of the RPLA agreement is they have a set amount of time off from training,
Yeah, which is good.
which is good.
Mm.
So there's not a lot they could have done over that time because the players would have been on leave. So I just don't. I don't see how any
They're
of the
allowed to
issues.
socialise and catch up with each other, though.
They are, and a couple of players did that,
Mm.
but I don't see how any of that rectifies any issues that you'd have amongst your playing squad, which, in my opinion, there has to be there. So yeah, I am concerned about how this season finishes. Hopefully, they come out and prove me wrong, and they're all on the same page on Sunday, and we blow the Dragons away. I'm just not confident of that.
Yeah, fair call.
All right, time will tell. All right, let's get into the trivia for tonight. We'll do other grades afterwards.
Yep.
All right. Nearest to the pin, how many premiership games have the West Tigers played in their history? Do a bit of quick maths. See if you can get within 10. Thinking, good radio.
I got it.
Only hint I'll give is that we've definitely been a cursed team during this time.
Jay, don't. Come
Shane
on.
needs all the help he can get.
Yeah, I do actually.
What are you thinking, Gaz? You got a number?
How many
Yeah.
premiership games?
Yeah.
Have the West Tigers played?
666.
I'll say
Damn it, Jay.
500.
No, Jay gave it away. Yeah, 666. The Devils' number. So that loss to the Eels was our 666.
Yeah.
So we played against essentially Satan in Mitchell Moses in our 666 game.
How many rounds so what's 26 times 25?
26 times 25.
26. How
That,
many?
that would be
26 times
400.
26. Yeah, that's right. And then I said 500. So
400?
where
Hang
did
on.
the others?
26 times 25
Where
divided
did the other
26
games
by
come from then?
4, 13,
There would have been a
700.
few years
650.
before the Titans joined where there might have been extra
finals as well.
games. Yeah, finals and
Count those
Dolphins
on one
added
hand.
an extra game, I think, or an extra bye.
Yeah, okay. That seems a lot.
Yeah, I nailed it.
Yeah, Jay gave it away.
I back Shane.
Give it
to know.
away. Give it away.
Huh?
now.
Shane didn't need
I
it
got
to be
nothing
volunteered.
then. I never even picked up on that hint.
All right, question number 2. In the 48 matches between the West Tigers and the St. George Illawarra Dragons, Benji Marshall and Robbie Farah played in 23 of them. Who won more of them?
So is it whether Benji or Robbie won more? Is that
Yeah.
the question's asking?
In the 20, they both played 23 games in matches between West Tigers
Yep.
and the
Yep.
Dragons.
I got
Okay,
mine.
I got my answer.
Who
You
we
want the
think?
answer?
Yeah, who are we thinking?
Benji.
Benji.
Benji? How many? Have a guess. Or
okay.
who won how many? Bring it up while you're there, Jay. So Benji Marshall won 14 and Robbie Farah is 11 and 13. So Robbie Farah has a slight losing record. Benji Marshall, so if he's obviously played, only 2 of them were for the Dragons, though. He was 2 out of 4 playing against the Tigers for the Dragons. Fun fact. Is that fun?
Yes,
Oh, that
good.
fun?
Good.
It was pretty good for the Dragons. West Tigers and St. George Illawarra have played in 3. So I put this out on the socials today. West Tigers and St. George Illawarra have played in 3 finals games. 5 players from each side played in all 3 of those games. Can you name them all?
Benji Marshall.
Yep.
Robbie Farah.
Yep.
Brett Hodgson.
No.
No, Hage retired in 2009. Yep.
Pat Richards.
No, Pat Richards left in
Liam Fulton.
2006. Liam Fulton is the 4th one. Yep.
Todd Payton.
No. That's the one. A lot of people said Todd Payton today. Todd Payton didn't.
Bryce Gibbs.
Bryce Gibbs is the 5th one. I can't remember what the Dragons were. I know Gaznia was one. Cooper was in another one. But yes, the West Tigers, the 5 West Tigers players are Farah Marshall, Gibbs, Payton, not Payton, Gibbs, Fulton, and Hino. Bring up the answer for me, Jay. I can't remember. I remember Gaznia. God, he used to carve us up.
He did, eh?
Gaznia, Cooper, Hornby, Young, and Cray. Yeah. So 5 from each.
You
playing in
remind me of
those 3
Ben Cray,
games.
Shane.
Back away from a fight.
I'll remind you of who?
Ben Cray.
Right.
Run away from a fight.
You're more. Who was the ranger for the Dragons?
Lance Thompson.
Lance Thompson.
God rest his soul.
R.I.P. Name the 4 player. Pretty easy one, I think.
Terrible.
This one. So Bulldogs,
to the
Tigers,
West Tigers, to the
Dragons.
What sort of era?
We'll go by the logos are accurate to when they
Okay.
play for them. Tiger Beddoes nailed it.
Leilua?
No.
Oh, okay.
Anyone.
It's not Corey Payne.
I know. I think
Corey
I saw
Payne's
it.
a good shout. But no.
Go on.
Well,
It's the brain head.
I just took a guess.
Another guess.
Moses Mbai is the correct
Oh.
answer.
Oh, I was
going to say that.
Mate, how many have I got right compared to you?
Only slightly more.
I think I'm on about 15 and you're on 1.
I told you I'm shit at trivia.
Matt Utah's not a bad guess. Did not play for the Dragons, though. Where did Utah go after the... Went to England, didn't he? After the
Yeah.
Tigers? Yeah.
Or did he go back to Canterbury?
I liked Matt Utah when he was with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I liked it when
Okay.
the ball
He had
hit
a
him
go,
on top
eh?
of the head that day.
That was an all-time
massive.
Falcon. All right. Based on the pictures, name the former West Tiger. So what can we see on the screen?
Is that the king?
I'll say,
Okay.
except for the first picture, we've got no hope of
The
transcribing
lines
these
then.
pictures to those listening by audio.
Yeah, Jay Linesden and the Waltons.
Is not the Waltons.
Oh, no, it's the Sullivan.
Sullivan.
Sorry. I'm a bit far away.
So, okay. I know.
Jaden
Jaden
Sullivan.
Yeah.
Jaden. Yeah, Sullivan.
What do you mean you couldn't transcribe those?
Good show. Good show, the Sullivans.
And
I was going to say, did you
Yeah,
watch
mate,
the Sullivan?
Yeah, Sullivans were mad.
I have no idea what the Sullivan. I didn't realize when I was Googling it, Michael Caton was in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was. Kitty Flanagan. Not Kitty Flanagan.
Flanagan.
She would have been.
Kitty Sullivan was in it, who actually then grew up.
Oh, their real names,
into it.
they were Sullivans, were they?
No,
No.
she's a character.
That was
The girl
character's
that
name.
played
Right.
Kitty Sullivan was someone.
Kylie Minogue.
No, she grew up, but Kylie was. That's her very first TV appearance. in
Oh,
the
really?
Sullivans.
Not neighbours.
Kylie, she played a German immigrant girl. Couldn't speak English. They found her in the not the attic, the
She's still
cellar.
Minogue is a bit of a German name, isn't it?
No, but the chick that played Kitty Flanagan, she moved to America and turned into
Flanagan.
Kitty Sullivan. She moved to America and became an absolute loony. She was on A Current Affair on 60 Minutes a couple of years ago.
Oh, that woman.
Tell you what, I wouldn't want to be in a German locomotion, but
What? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
good one.
righto. Who am I? Winner of the $25 voucher.
All right, everyone.
So first person in the chat to answer this "Who am I?" question will win. If I got to find it. Here it is. So first person in the chat to answer this wins a $25 voucher to the Summer Hill Hotel. Who am I? Born in Gerringong, New South Wales in 1968. As a junior, played centre and wing and was coached by Australian great Mick Cronin.
I know.
First gained representative attention playing for Country First in 1988 and made my first grade debut in 1989. Finished my rookie season as my club's leading point scorer. I made my State of Origin debut for New South Wales in 1990 and went on to play 22 Origin matches, scoring 5 tries and kicking 23 goals. I became just the second player from my club to represent Australia and the first local junior from the club to do so. I toured with the Kangaroos in 1994, setting a tour record with 174 points in 11 matches. From 11 matches, rather. I played 17 matches for Australia and was part of the team that defeated England in the 1995 World Cup final at Wembley. At club level, I scored 1,044 points from 154 games for the Illawarra Steelers, including a club record 68 tries. When Illawarra entered a joint venture in 99, I played another 23 games for St George Illawarra before retiring. Across my top grade career, I played 177 games, scoring 78 tries and 1092 points. I am, of course,
Rod Wishart.
Rob Bishop.
That's a record for me. How quick I got that.
That was
Yeah, it
the
was
second-
Very quick.
I thought of my.
Gerringong.
Yeah, I thought as
Thanks, straight away.
I said Gerringong, most people would get that.
Illawarra. See, I'd rather them come back in the comp and PNG pissed off.
Steelers.
Yep.
They're in the comp. We're playing them this week.
Ah,
The government wouldn't
Oh,
pay for
sorry.
that team, mate.
yeah, I know. Don't get me started.
BHP Steel.
Always windy as shit going down there as a kid.
What's on the beach? So, but yeah, favorite player of J Benz, who's coming to the friend of the show, coming to the game on Sunday, I believe. So
He used to always.
you're right,
get
Beto. These thighs. They've seen the quads.
So-
the
yeah,
quads
he
on
was-
him.
He was so hard to tackle.
Yeah, I used to. It's funny, growing. I was thinking he was one of my favorite players watching for the Blues as a kid, even though he didn't play for my
He tore him
team.
away.
Yeah, I used to love. He was one of my favorite players. It's funny, like as a kid, you would have favorite players that didn't necessarily play for your team, whereas now I could not give a shit about any player that doesn't play for the Tigers. But yeah, he was awesome. One of my favorites as a kid.
Yeah.
It seems like a good
Right.
bloke too, and obviously the father of
Tyrone. Yeah.
future Bear. So, shouts to. Actually, he was. I do have a Rod Wishart story. I went to a caravan park when I was a kid, and he was in one of the other. It's not a very good story. That's all I had. It was
That's the full story?
Yeah, it's the full story.
Phil Garrett.
I just told the short version because it was a shit story. So and I was like, oh, it's Rod Wishart. I was pretty. That's it. That's my story. I saw a rugby league player in the flesh on
Yeah.
holidays.
I've got a Rod Wishart story too. I saw him at a set of traffic lights one day.
Did you?
No,
Ah.
but it's as good as yours.
That's as good as mine. Yeah, mine was true though. It's different when you're a kid. Those you remember?
Yeah.
They those memories stick out. You see a rugby league player.
I remember going to Blacktown, West Point Blacktown as a kid, and this is back when Peter Wins and all that had
Yeah.
none of that. Yet there was only two players. No, not one. Tommy Rodonicus had a sports store in West Point Blacktown, and I remember going in there as a kid, and he was in there.
Oh wow!
It was like just fucking magic.
I was on a cruise ship with
Unbelievable.
Steve Carter as a kid. Remember Steve Carter?
Yep.
So it's funny how like those as a kid those things. Whereas now you see a rugby league player now, and it's like they're kids compared to us. But
I'll tell you a Steelers story. Remember the Sevens when they used to have the Sevens and the
we're the reigning
back
premiers.
back in the early days, the very first one it was at Paris Stadium, and me and my mates are walking Magpie fans with our flags and that, and this guy pulls over and he goes, "Oh, do you know where Parramatta Stadium is?" He said, "Yeah," and he goes, "I'll give you a lift." So he got in the car with him. All right, and it was a guy called Glenn Steele. He was a Steelers player.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Mad.
Who won,
Good
Joe?
Wow.
That story was going to be better. It was better in my head. You wouldn't be getting in cars as a kid these days, but
Who won? Oswald A. Studilo, 3451.
yeah, Peter Sterling Sports in 7 Hills too.
So Oswald, send us podcast at westlife.com. Send me an email and I'll pass on your details to the Summerhill Hotel so you can claim your $25 voucher. Well done.
I haven't seen that name. New listener.
Oswald, hopefully he's from Sydney. As a
Can
tradition, he's probably not.
Yeah.
He's probably a Queenslander or
Do you want
something.
to ask him?
Let us know in the chat. Oswald. Is it Os? How do I read that handle? Did I read that right? Not the easiest. He's a Dragon supporter. Of course he is.
I think
all
if
right.
you give it to him, it will be good Omer. We need the good karma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go.
Yeah.
Summerhill.
Oh, no, he's saying,
Summerhill's not far.
he's saying the Tigers.
All right. Who's
I mean, if
next?
he's going to show up, though, fair enough.
Tiger Beto. Tiger Beto, it's yours. Who's next up? Osvaldo. I still can't pronounce that. All right. Moving on to Tiger Beto, podcast at westlife.com if you're in Sydney.
Nathan would be
it's
next.
so hard to
though.
give away
We've
free
got
money.
Nathan McKenzie.
Gary Jack had a sports shop as well in
He
Burton.
did.
Did he?
I got my I got the first ever West Tigers jersey from there, the orange one.
Oh, that
It was on sale
recently,
anywhere
was it?
else. Yeah,
Hmm.
2000.
It's funny, when you watch old games, like if you watch a grand final from the early 90s, like hardly anyone in the crowd is wearing a jersey. Like so many people, I remember as a kid, we had one store at Arena Fair in the middle that sold NRL merch. Like it wasn't like today where like Rebel has it and Best and Less has it. Like
I had to
was
go
the
to
only
another
place.
town and go to sports scene in Muswellbrook.
yeah, it was so, and it's why all those clothes from back then, all the merch is worth a fortune now because it was so rare to get merch back then. I had a Sydney Tigers shirt that I wore like 1,000 times. Wore it all the time because it was one of the few pieces of merch getting around. Sorry, Tom's going to call us. He called us, Tom in the chat, said it was boomer chat earlier. Tom, I'm a millennial, mate.
Yeah, there's only one
And I'm a
boomer
Gen
here,
X,
and it's
and I'm a
Shane.
Gen X.
They're angry Gen Xers, hence the
Shane's
bickering.
a boomer.
Gen X.
Have a look at him. He's a boomer.
The best generation by
Shane's a
mile.
boomer.
All right. Anyone else got a sports story? Is that it? Or we will talk about the Magpies.
Wally Lewis had a sports story in Brisbane, I think.
Did he?
Back in the day, yeah, I think.
All right. Last week, so obviously we talked about the women. They got a great win in the death against the Dragons. The winning Magpies went down to our Tigers in the NRL Women's Premiership. New South Wales Women's Premiership, 30-12. Big win by those girls as well. Magpies apparently looked good in the first half and then ended up losing 48-16 at
Absolutely
North
shit
Sydney
the bed,
Oval. And Jersey Flegg, the boys went over and got a good win over Fiji, 32-14. So the Jersey Flegg boys are looking pretty good in terms of a finals appearance this week. The girls, of course, 145 before first grade. New South Wales Women's Premiership, they're at the something sporting club. I think that's incorrect. Yeah, I think AI's fucked that name up. It's Collegians, I'm pretty sure. Collegians Sporting Complex in Wollongong. Lidcombe Oval, if you don't want to watch the girls, you want to watch who's debuting?
Schuster.
Josh Schuster playing for the Magpies. You could you get from Lidcombe to Parramatta? What's Lidcombe to the Parramatta on the train? You get an express.
Oh, it's only
old boys
the
game.
Walk, yeah.
Old boys game too.
A lot of ex-West Magpies players going to be there.
Like
it's a shame. I'm spewing.
Who's gone?
Trevor Cogger.
He's the father of.
Yep.
Jack. Thank you.
Jack Cogger. A stack of others.
Coastie, isn't he?
He is. He lives up there now.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, it's just getting from Para to. If you got an Uber from Para Station, you could make it. I reckon.
Uber costs you a fortune.
Or just get an Uber from Lidcombe to Para Stadium, you'll definitely make it. See, two great sides.
A lot of effort. Could just play it both at the same ground if it was logical. Correct. But anyway, Jersey Fleg's on 11 o'clock there as well. New South Wales Cup ladder, the Magpies have dropped to 9th. So
they'll struggle now, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're 4 points on the weekend. It's a top 5. We do this every week. Top 5, isn't it? 4 points out of the top 5. Yeah, I think the Magpies have probably left too late because there would be only 3 games because I think there's only 3 games left. Jersey Flegg, however, they are tied for 5th with the Rabbits. Big game this week. So the boys can beat the who did I say they were playing? Is it Dragons?
I'd be stacking that Flegg side now.
Yeah, it should send Javon and everyone.
Yep. Why not?
Is Haywood named for Flegg? Do we know?
Yes, off the bench. Number 14, we've got Lanyon starting at 9.
For Flegg?
For Flegg.
Oh, for Flegg. I'll get that.
Is that Cup?
Yeah, that was for Cup.
Haywood's playing Cup, is he? Okay. Put him in Flegg.
Yeah.
Get the Flegg to the Cup. In the women's ladder, so the girls are where... What are you laughing at?
Doric's comment.
What'd she say?
Just giving it to the boys. Get out there and watch the girls. They're the only ones putting a smile on their dials.
She's right.
She's 100% right.
Women's Premiership, the girls are in 8th place, 2 points out of... It's pretty close in that one. 2 points out of the top 5 there, so still a chance for those girls. And, of course, the NRLW, they're in 5th. It's a top 6 this year, isn't it? So they're 5th out of... only 2 points behind 2nd now, so with the Broncos losing. But, yeah, if you can get up to a top 4. Will they host? How's the finals? Rach, if you're in the comments, let us know. How do the finals? Is it 1 and 2 get a week off? Is that how it works?
I was asking Rach this the other day.
Expanded.
I can't remember.
Top 6 final series. So it will be 3 weeks of games with the top 2.
1 and 2 get a rest.
third place sixth, fourth place fifth in the open
Yeah.
elimination.
Okay. So third and fourth will get a host. Well, they don't. Really, do they get the host NRL? Or do they just get put with an NRL game?
They probably get put with
So many
NRL.
questions. He, her, role will answer these questions.
New South Wales Rugby League, it depends on a lot of that
Mm.
stuff. But you'd imagine, if nothing else, even if you're fourth.
They should get standalone games, surely, for their semis. You would think.
Usually they are standalone games.
It'll be too late for Leichhardt, won't it? The girls get the
I think
host.
so.
Depends. I think there is week of the One Last Raw concert. There should be junior footy playing.
Yeah.
So
Might be too late. But Rach and Kelly will answer those questions better than us on Thursday. All right. Just about does it.
Tips.
Tips. Do we want
Do
to?
you know what I care?
Do we care? We're 80 minutes in. Do people really want us
No.
to?
No.
Do they really care about any other game other than the last one of the weekend? Sunday, 4:00. We'll be there. Be there or be square. Combank Stadium. Watch the girls. Watch the boys. Hopefully 2 wins. Come see us after the
Yeah.
game. Anything else before we say goodnight? Thank you to our... Oh, we did say we'd answer questions. Quickly, Jay, what are our Discord people? We did promise them.
Oh,
From
yeah.
Brando, do we think we will finish higher on the ladder than PNG in 2028?
No.
I think
Yes.
Yes.
PNG will shit themselves.
Actually,
Said it.
Mate, they'll make the top 8.
Stuff PNG.
the thing about PNG
I'm gonna
is
death ride that club. So
they're
bad.
signing all these big,
Yep.
the big money. But when you're a minimum wage player, like, are they going to get a lot of Papua New Guineans to fill out the roster? Because it's one thing to sign an $800,000 tax-free incentive, but if you're signing $150K, like, is it really worth uprooting your family for $150K, which becomes what, a $50K tax incentive to go live in Papua New Guinea? Like, it's all well and good to get 40. What is it? 39.5. What's the tax bracket? 42.5 or whatever it is off several $100,000. But if it's only $150,000, will they get? How are they going to fill out their roster?
When they kick off, a huge
But is
amount of those players are going to be 30.
that's good. That's a good point too. Yeah, they might.
You know, and what
Well.
happens when you're on a play? You get injuries.
Ryan on the sideline won't be a member in 2027. And no player signing, no training camp footage will change my mind. Anything will prompt me to buy 2027 membership as a change in ownership. Love the players, love the coach, love both foundation clubs. So I refuse to spend another cent supporting the continued mismanagement of the club I love. This isn't about turning my back on West Tigers. It's about refusing to. He got his comments so big, StreamYard won't even finish it. But it's not Rob. Might be an alias of Rob, is it?
No, but fair comment.
Yeah,
Fair
that's
call. Fair comment. More power to him.
Yes, Steve had seen him post that somewhere and sent a comment like that.
Probably his Facebook.
Yeah, I think it was on his Facebook page. And I don't know if he'd seen it before he came on and spoke about it last week or after, but Steve agreed with pretty much everything Ryan said there. So you're not alone in feeling that way, Ryan. I know Steve especially agreed with with a lot you had to say, and I can't fault what you have to say. I can't disagree with what you have to say, and I can't criticize what you have to say. So I can't blame anyone from feeling the way that you feel about the club at the moment, mate. And the club has no one else to blame but the situation the club put itself in.
Jay, what else we got from the Discord people?
Extrapolating a little bit, but from Scott, about our playing
Scotty.
players in the optimum position, what do you think is our perfect starting spine in round 1 next year?
Buller, Adam, Latu, Appy?
Across the board, pretty much.
Yeah.
With AD 13.
Would you go?
If he's here, if he's still with us.
Latu halves pairing, Shane.
It's just a massive risk having just
I
it's so young.
I wouldn't mind bringing in an experienced half for 12 months to 2 years to
like
actually.
Nicarima, who's going the Dragons.
Yeah.
One, we don't know what AD is going to do over the off season. I also think that AD needs to be moved out of that halfback role, not just for his style of play. but from what we've seen of his attitude towards playing elsewhere over the last few weeks, I would be making a move of him out of that 7 role. So, I would be moving him into that lock role if he's here next.
Where's Cody Walker next year?
But to do that, I'd be looking. Cody Walker is available for next season.
I'd pick him up.
Usually goes 1 year.
Not much trail up in those tires.
Get him for 1 year.
He's more of a 6 though, isn't he? We need an organising 7.
Totally Schuster was named number 6 in Cup, instead of 13.
Brando
was asking about.
He's just a competitor, Cody Walker.
Yeah, but he's
and I know he's old.
His body's.
Just get him for a year.
Anything else, Jay?
Just Schuster. Any thoughts on him playing 6 in Cup rather than 13?
Keen to see it.
It's interesting. I think when you have a look at his body shape at the moment, the amount of weight that he's lost, I think he's probably better suited to play 6 than 13. But that's only based on a few photos that I've seen of him. So I'm very interested to see how he goes this weekend. Very disappointed that we've got multiple games again this weekend where we've got our teams playing at the same time. It's just not good enough from the NRL and from New South Wales Rugby League. They've got to sort that mess out.
New South Wales Rugby League don't care though. They don't give a shit.
I know they don't give it. It's just ridiculous.
They should care.
It's got to be sorted out. It's a problem that needs to be fixed so that I would go to both this weekend.
100%.
Bring back the youth
feeling that I'm going to miss it.
Bring back the youth comp.
Like if it was Saturday, mate, I'd go to Lidcombe with you.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah,
pisses me off.
Yeah, like we're trying to promote the girls' games, and you put the second grade on at the exact same time. I guess
like
a different part of
Jason mentioning they're not playing reserve grade at the same place is I can understand why they do that. It is all around having the content for Bar TV because they have their own TV contract with Bar TV. But you've just got to arrange the games better so that they're not overlapping the way they overlap with the clubs having their same teams playing at the same time.
A couple teams playing in Campbelltown.
It happens all the time. Like all the time, our club has teams playing at the same time.
Yep.
Ridiculous. Doesn't make sense. Is that it, Jay? Anyone else in the Discord?
I think we pretty much covered.
No essays from Scotty.
All the serious questions, at least.
No fan mail for Shane.
What are you doing?
Only insults for Shane in the Discord.
Clocking out
only
early.
Insults.
Sorry.
Only insults for Shane.
All right, we'll see you on Sunday. Come. Thank you to everyone who joined tonight. Thank you to all our YouTube members, to all our Patreon members as well.
I'll just interrupt for 1 second. We do have an ambush event on Saturday. That's going to be in between. It's a very quick one in between the NRLW and the NRL game.
Yeah, the ham sandwich between two.
So we will have a guest. Yeah. The club's letting us know tomorrow who the guest will be, but there'll be a guest up in that bar near Gate B. So join us between the NRLW game and the NRL game tomorrow.
Awesome.
Sunday.
As always.
For God's sake, go the West Tigers.
Go the West Tigers.
Well, boys and girls, Big Dog's had another exciting day. Perhaps it's time for Big Dog to say goodnight to all his friends and go to bed. Good night, Big Dog. Good night, girls and boys. Sweet dreams.